wanted to show kind of what's possible in this really exciting space of freelance writing and really YouTube creation as a whole. So, Google Analytics and Google Analytics, what works well on Google, what doesn't, that changes all the time. So, in my opinion, anyone who's telling you that there's a certain trick or whatever you may have, um, um, I think they're being disingenuous because for the most part, we're all guessing. Um, Now, granted, there are ways you can get a better idea. There are things that certainly work better than not. Um, but anyway, I say all that to say, so I now am writing with Last Word on Sports, Last Word on lastwordonsports.com. Shout out to them, and I'm really liking it so far. If I'm being very completely transparent with you, but anyway, if we look here in terms of what works on Google and what doesn't potentially, no one, again, I maintain that no one truly knows, that we all just have good ideas, but that it's all kind of a system of trial and error. And if you see something that consistently works, stick with it. And if it doesn't, then maybe pivot. But anyway, I wrote this article. I saw the news about an hour and a half after it broke about Matthew Judon being traded from the Patriots to the Falcons. And I'll admit I prefer all headlines to be 65 characters or less, only because I think it looks so sloppy when you have a headline that's too long and it gets cut off. So I had it originally as New England Patriots trade Judon to Atlanta Falcons. And then so I'm new here at Last Word on Sports, and credit to the editors. They do a really nice job of making sure that of making sure that that it's quality. Really, they have a really nice system. I don't want to say too much, but really they have a nice system of making sure that the ideas that go in to the WordPress are pretty legitimate in the first place, and then they really make sure that the product coming out on the other side is really good. So full credit to them. Anyway, like I said, I had it as Judon to the Falcons, but the editor and I and who it was is doesn't matter, but I would say the same thing regardless. And actually, this is a compliment anyway, so I don't know why I gave that brief disclaimer, but I think this was a great case of if memory serves, I want to say this was just about at 65 characters with just Judon, but this is a great illustration of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 8 characters over that limit. So then we'd be at 73 because that's how math works, 65 plus 8. And I like how this works as a headline. I really do. But anyway, I share all that to say, so the image is usually a good sign that Google likes what you're saying. And so I didn't feature in terms of the Google rankings. By the time I saw it, and then it took me an hour to write, and other people had already written it and whatever you may have. But just the fact that we're still beating out the Boston Herald and New York Times through Last Word on Sports, and we got the image, that's important. That's important, right? You'll see. So, I was pretty happy with that. So really, the story had been out an hour and a half, 2.5, and then by the time they saw it, and like I said, they do a really nice, thorough job. For them, it's more important to be thorough than not. So I would estimate based on that hour and a half, 2.5. It was probably like 4.5, 5.5 hours after the story had already broke. And by then, there are not, I almost said thousands, but right, there are dozens of articles on this trade. And the fact that it still did as well as it did and was up as high as it was, beating out some of these other guys, and still gets the featured I call it the Google likes you photo. I'm sure there's a more technical term for it. I was pretty happy with that. I really was. But anyway, speaking of being happy, so now let's go to this Keishan Booty. And this, I don't know if this is the best way to check in terms of how you're ranking on Google, but it's how I do it, and it's fun to do every now and then. I don't ever want to obsess with this part because it's more important to be creating content, in my opinion. You know, the output, your outputs are what you can control, and how Google perceives it, how the viewership numbers may look. All those other things, that's a result of your output. So that's what I try to focus on. But anyway, Keishan Booty. Oh my goodness, I don't remember the name of my own article now. Keishan Booty. Oh yeah. Without. Let's just see if that'll be enough. Okay, yes. So we see now this one again. I just started writing with these guys. I think this was my second article with them, if memory serves. It was either my first or second article with them. I just started this week. I'm only 4 or 5 articles in, but you see already the power. These guys have been around for a while. I think for actually we can. Why am I speculating? Last word on sports. It hit since 2011. So right, so they've been around for about 13 years then. So that shows the power of just staying with it and being truly consistent. But more importantly to me, it shows the power of just having a good quality product. Not to brag, but the article was pretty decent. But anyway, kidding aside. So a lot of people, not a doubt in mind, without doubt in mind. Oh, I think they're wrong. Hmm. Now I'm second guessing myself, but I'm pretty sure he said without a doubt in my mind. I'm almost positive. Not a doubt. Oh shoot, maybe I'm wrong. You win some, you lose some, right? Oh, you know what it is? I took it from the Twitter and then I listened. You know how when you read something and listen to what it is, like they'll have the thing where there'll be a person saying something and then you, you have the two options of they either said orange or Cadillac, and depending on the word you read, that's what you hear. I think that might have been what happened here. But anyway, let's take a look. Kayshawn Booty doubt. One of us is certainly wrong. There's not a doubt in my mind. Okay. And what did I say again? Oh no. Without doubt in my mind. Oh, look at that. I'm correct. Now that's just the person saying it. Not a doubt in my mind. Oh, where's my? Oh, here we are. Doubt in my mind. Okay, so far it's looking like I was correct. Let's see if he. I just want to hear it now. Where's the actual interview? Doubt in my mind again. All right. I mean, this looks pretty much like a shut case at this point. That I was correct. Oh, look at this. Oh, appreciate you, New England Patriots football. Thank you. Actually, we're gonna message them. Actually, no, we're gonna follow them. That's what we're gonna do. Thank you. Appreciate it. But anyway, I wonder what this account is. Is it a fan account? Reply, repeat, discuss. Oh, I should invite them onto my podcast. But anyway, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool, actually. But anyway, there's not a doubt in my mind. Okay, yeah. So I was correct. You know what I'm saying though. When I saw this without doubt in my mind, when I saw, and that's why. So this headline, this is how I had it. Kayshawn without doubt in my mind and making team under 65 characters. I must add, but I remember now. I remember now that I wanted it as without doubt in my mind, but that I didn't include the without in the quotation marks because I remember now that he didn't say that like that, but I wanted it to be concise enough, but to still get that point across. So this checks out now. But anyway, that was a fun little side quest. But anyway, so we see here again the Google likes you photo is there. Awesome. We're in the featured part of the top stories, and then we get picked up by Yardbarker. Like that's a successful article in my view. That's a really nice successful article. And then cherry on top, I wake up and I see I just all I wanted to do was look at more New England Patriots content. I was just I'm waking up. I kind of want to get a feel for what's the buzz. And truthfully, I wanted to see if anyone else was writing literally anything else other than Matthew Judon. And I just wanted to read it just for the fun sake of it, you know. And I wake up and I go just to the Patriots home on Yardbarker, and mine's right here. I don't know if they all get this designation or this front and center spot, but that doesn't matter to me right now because I was just so excited. I was like, "Oh, that's cool," because I took a double look. I said, "Huh, that kind of looks like my article." And it was my article. Slash it is my article. So yeah, that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't like I said, I have a feeling that it's somewhat significant because I see a lot of art. There's no way that all of these articles just make this front and center spot. There's no way. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, and then meanwhile, one more aspect, and then we will close for today. So here, check us out on YouTube, Curious Sports Wells. This is just my personal channel at Big Ten Gabriel. Not sure what will become of this channel. But anyway, I made a pivot toward I used to first of all, what did I used to do? Oh, not much of anything. Okay. I will tell you in other older channels that I have somewhere, I would just post videos of me talking, and that went. Oh, I think you can see those on this channel actually at Big Ten Gabriel. But anyway, that went about as successful as you can imagine. So anyway, I never gave up though. Credit to me. um, but no. I just want to say, I never gave up. I always saw the kind of the long, and not that I've made it by no means. I'm far from making it at this point. But what I'm saying is, I never gave up or was even discouraged at any point. I just would recognize, all right, this is a pattern, you know. And I just it was more of a gut feel because it technically I didn't have enough of a sample size to say one way or another. I think I'd only did 5 videos, but just something felt off. It was like, this seems like I'll be if I stay at this specifically and am consistent with this specifically. This seems like I'll have to do a lot of work, slash put in a lot of time to eventually get to monetization. And so I was like, there must be a better way. So then I pivoted to just live streaming, and we saw moderate success here. We see our views here, right? A little better, but at the same time, I just had this other feeling. And then full disclosure, at a different company, I you know, I I just happened to run into this person who does this, professionally for a living for other company, for actual like big time companies, social media. And he showed me how to create videos. And so I've now just done that. So I'm starting with shorts because good God, just doing 40-second video takes me an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm still learning how to do it. But anyway, look at this. Look at this. First one, 100 views. Now I know it's short, so the views aren't comparable per se, but still over a grand for my Olympics short. So yeah, not a bad. And then more importantly, look at that. So in off of 3 videos, I got 3 subscribers versus all of these videos. How many did I do? 95 or Maybe it's not 95. I don't know how that works. Hang on. 50. Oh no, it's 95. Okay. So I did 95 live streams and got to, and got to 28 subscribers. Great. So 95 live streams. And you see the length of these live streams. Like some of them are on the shorter end, fine. But a lot of them go 3 hours. You see 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. All right. It was, I had fun doing them. And I hope to build the channel back up so I can just do live streams all day because I really enjoyed it. I really do. But anyway, so I do 95 live streams and I'm at 28 subscribers. And now I do 3 shorts. Now, granted, each short represents 2 hours of my life, so this is 6 hours. But either way, do 3 shorts. I get all these. I have all these views, right? We're comfortably, what is that? 500, 600. We're comfortably at 1,700, and we're getting a subscriber a video. So yeah, this is until I see otherwise. This is my latest pivot. Anyway, we'll keep you guys up to date. I'm not gonna. And again, this is cool that we got featured here on the Yard Barker. Or I don't know if it's featured. I have to imagine that it's significant, that it's somehow significant to have your Matthew Judon face on here, or to have the, you know, to go to the New England Patriots home and have it be featured like, and have it front and center like this. I keep saying featured. I don't know if it's featured. I just say this has to be somewhat significant in my estimation. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna write a lot, so I'm not every day going to check up on the Yard Barker. That maybe every once in a while. But I just thought this was kind of cool. Was really excited. Seeing some success in terms of Google featuring, and this has nothing to do with me. This has full credit to the overall domain authority of the website, Last Word on Sports. So credit to them. Now, granted, I did write a pretty good article, but anyway. And then we're starting to see a little YouTube success now, finally. So that's the goal: 3 shorts a day. Then pump out writing content, and then we have the Twitter. Oh, sorry, X. We have the X for let's switch accounts. We got the blue check mark. We're donating $8 or however much it is to Elon Musk each and every month, so that we can. Oh my God. So that we can do our live streams with E-Rock and friends. E-Rock, Joe, Jordan, Dylan, and hopefully others soon. So look at this. It's not the best. It's not the greatest.